folks. This music playing in the background has me thinking, how do you get accepted into the Druki choir? You know? What's that process like? Kind of surprised. Welcome, everybody. Killscribe. All the squigs. That is correct, sir. For those of you who are joining us watching this afterwards and not live, we do have a goal. We have to get to the Badlands, and we have to obtain squigs. That is the next goal for Beastmaster RAKARTH. So that's what we're going to be doing. Holy Pilgrim, welcome tonight. Matthew Wong, Senshi. Let's see. I think I said Andrew, right? Andrew Moreland, I got you. Yep. Thanks for being here, folks. Painfully average gamer dad. Sounds like me. Did you steal my name? Welcome. Thanks for being here tonight. But yes, we're going to continue. Let me switch over to the in-game screen, because we're not starting soon. We already started while I was talking. Alright, squigs. Well, the quickest way to get squigs would be to hit Massive Cow. Probably not technically an accomplishment of our goal, because we're not all the way into the Badlands. But then you've also got Karak Asgaraz. So there are squigs available to us relatively close by, and we need to finish cleaning out Bretonnians anyway. I'm assuming we'll have the Reichland begging for mercy here soon.
Fangs and talons.
But we'll see.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
We will see. I do think that
What now?
they will be pretty ready to give in soon. Okay, we're doing some recruiting, doing some replenishment with the Black Ark. Good stuff. We got Claude Braun, Boris Todbringer, and Karl Franz, who have already rebuilt their armies and come back. How you all doing tonight? How is everybody? Appius, welcome. Thanks for being a moderator and an awesome part of the community by helping run the Discord. Very much appreciated. Hello, Air. It's 2 a.m. in England. Well, thanks for joining all the way from England. That is quite the sacrifice there, but sacrifices will be rewarded, folks. All right.
Ready to ravage.
I think we're probably ready to end a turn for the most part. I'm not gonna spend any money on Karoberg. Not at the moment. What's going on, James? Thanks for joining us tonight. Andrew, it's good to have you back on a stream. Those of you joining us all the way from the UK or even further east in Europe, you're either working the graveyard shift or you're living the graveyard shift. Join us. I wish there was some way I could stream at a time that worked for the whole world, but I don't really know how that's possible. Tarat wants a non-aggression pact? He hates Kislev and the Skull people, Doomseekers, and Chaos. Well, I also hate Kislev and Chaos, and I don't know about these Doomseekers, but I probably hate them. Extreme Paranoia. I mean, that does sound like him. Ruin Dweller. Okay. Hey, you know, the Order Tide is always running us over. You know, the non-Order Tide, whatever the heck we're called, Evil Tide, we gotta come together, you know? We gotta come together and act like one. We can't be just letting the Order Tide roll us over.
And carnage wait. We will make them bleed.
Oh no, my settlements. Why you do this, Franz? What should I stream tonight? Halo, KOTOR, Vermintide, or Project Wingman? I mean, if it were me, I'd pick Halo, but that's just, I love me some Halo. But all of those games are good. I mean, I'm assuming Project Wingman is good. I've never played it. Emo Tide? Yeah, that's what it is with the Dark Elves. We're definitely a little emotional.
Bow before
This is a good ambush point. It looks like a pretty good ambush point. Now, of course, that would leave Marienburg open to be hit, but Marienburg has a pretty good defense, and we've got the Black Ark there replenishing, and I think the Black Ark would get to act as reinforcements if Marienburg gets sieged, would it not?
Beast Commander.
Can you all tell me the answer to this?
No rest for the wild.
Get a pretty high ambush success chance here. Slay the ambush. We'll use Steve Irwin as bait.
They will surely turn upon me.
Let's see, we need some arcane conduit action. Emotide, is that like playing Vermintide while listening to My Chemical Romance? Probably. Does Vermintide have a Druchii character?
Speak to me.
If so, I really want to try the Druchii character. Let me know, Pilgrim. If there's a Druchii on Vermintide, then I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that. Let's see. I think hard to hit's probably good. Woohoo! Killscribe's laying out the kills here for us. Reichland currently with 29,086 deaths. He says technically there's a Druchii. It says Carolean has, or however you say that name, has a Shade class. A Dark Elf skin. Okay, alright. I mean, it's close. What's with the Druchii hate? How come they can't just put some Druchii in the game? Probably because the Druchii wouldn't be working with the others, I'm assuming, but...
Lord of the wild things.
Here, have you seen Thumb's channel? He does some really good cinematic Warhammer battles with Total War. I've not seen his channel. I know this is gonna make me the weirdo, right? I'll be the weirdo though. That's okay. I'm used to it. I don't really like the cinematic videos. I'm not very into them. So I don't make them very often, and I don't really actually enjoy watching them that much. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people have put some really great work into some of them, and they look great. And I understand that that takes a great deal of talent, so I'm not trying to take away from that. I'm just saying that, as a preference, it's not something I'm just going to sit down on YouTube and watch. But no, I haven't seen his channel.
Their obedience is in question.
Let's see here. With Infamous Raider. They should put some orcs in the game as well. Once you reach level 12 with her, you can be a Shade. Okay, well maybe I need to do that. To get some. Does she get like a hand bow? Like, you know, the little crossbow thing. I like to see the tactics at play more than a cinematic battle. Yeah, I kind of prefer it that way. For me, like, my favorite way of making videos is just playing the game. Occasionally I'll make a video about some news or something going on in Total War, but it's honestly not my favorite way to make videos. Like, I like to play the game. And I think that's one of the reasons why I like streaming so much. Probably the best thing, obviously, is that I get to interact with you all, but it's also my favorite type of content, which is just playing the game and enjoying the game, right? I don't know, I guess I'm simple in that regard. That short auto-resolve added 1 kill.
Of more wit and honor than you, swine.
Oh, look at these guys. They're going to be like, oh, here, we'll give you 300 gold for a peace treaty. Yeah, you should have thought about that before you took my settlement. You shouldn't have rebelled against the Druchii unless you want to end up in a slave pen. That's what's going to happen. I can promise you that.
Lord of the wild things. Traveling, all shall behold my greatness.
Let's move back over here. They shall behold our greatness.
Beasts, rampage.
Behold it. Carl, are you beholding it? Or it's Boris, never mind. It's Dollar Store Carl. What do you think about that, Boris? One-eyed Dollar Store Carl? Oh.
Monstrous
zing. That's right, Boris. That's right. Boris. Let's go ahead and siege these losers. They'll probably come out and attack me on the open ground, but that would be okay if they did. I'd be alright with that.
Show them nature's cruelty.
I don't know about nature's cruelty, but I'll show them my cruelty. The
Empire fools make good animal feed.
They do make good animal feed. That's an excellent point. Glad someone's thinking of these things. We really don't have any mobility. I'm gonna grab a couple of these feral cold ones just to...
We're going to need a bigger cage.
We do need a bigger cage. But I need it full of, like, bigger critters, you know? Can I... I thought we got a sorceress. I thought we got a beast sorceress. Did we not? Nightshade, oh, she's in this stack over here, and it was fire. Steve Irwin has beast. I've got dark, so we got dark, beast, and fire. We need a sorceress. I don't know if we're allowed to have another one yet, but let's check and see. Yeah, we're tapped out on sorceresses. Otherwise, we could get death or shadows. All right, here we go. Let's see what Carl does. Rungzent. Might as well start building it. Needs built.
Sigmar's fools are weak.
You say Sigmar's fools are weak? I think he did. Which, in this campaign, I would agree with, but my Stormcast Eternal army that I've been painting would disagree with him. I'm not gonna lie. Like, now that I've been painting Stormcast, I somehow wish it could be in this game. Obviously, I know it can't because it doesn't fit with this storyline. But, you know. Oh, dollar store, one-eyed Carl. What an unfortunate circumstance you have happened upon. Poor Boris. How unfortunate for him. How unfortunate indeed. So how y'all doing today? You had a good, let's see, what day is it? Is it Tuesday? Yeah, it's Tuesday. So I'm streaming. I should have known that, yeah. How's the Tuesday been for you all? The end of mine, I think my day wrapped up with about like 3.5 hours of Zoom calls, so needless to say, I was pretty ready to go do anything with the exception of Zoom calls, up to and including being punched in the face. So this is really great. Much better than punch in the face and not a Zoom call, so Air is living the life right now, folks. What do I want to do here on this ambush? I think I want to deploy behind them and force their army to kind of like come right back into my waiting arms. Yeah, let's do that. I'll deploy right here, mow down their rockets and missiles basically near immediately.
Shades.
Yeah. This, put my dragons on this side. Dragon here. Little Charybdii action. Ooh, I forgot we had Drake Cleaver. Drake Cleaver's killed Boris once, and I think he wants a second go. Alright. This thing back here. Little Carno action.
Dealers in death.
Okay, let's do... Okay, go get that.
The merciless host. Shades.
Start taking out those. Get a good old-fashioned dragon breath going. Hey! Pick on someone who wants to fight you. Dollar store Boris. Alright, let's get another dragon breath here. Got enough for Word of Pain? Yes, we do. Alright, there we go. Down in here, wreck these guys. Alright, let's get into some melee. Let's get into a big melee. Holy crap! Andrew Moreland with the 50 pounds. And I'm not talking about like the 50 pounds that I probably gained from sitting in front of a computer all the time. That is Great British pounds. Andrew, thank you so much for 50 cents. It's been a long time since I caught a stream, so I have some cash. You guys don't need to take family Carthage out for some ice cream or something. I will do that. My boys will be very excited. Thank you so much for the kindness. Andrew, it's great to have you back, and thanks for joining a very, very late time all the way from the UK. I will get the family out for some ice cream for sure. Obviously, my boys would like that a great deal. Look at Boris with 0 hit points. However, that happens. Not for long. Sucker. Yeah, Andrew, you're fantastic. Hey, can you all help me? Well, people are already spamming some WA for Andrew. Help me appreciate Andrew there in the chat. That is extremely generous. But yeah, that's way more than enough for ice cream. I can easily take the Air family out for dinner on that. Thank you. Hope things are going well for you over there in the UK. It feels like it's been a lifetime since I've been to the UK. The last time I was there was 2017, and I think the first time I went was 2012. So in 2012, I went to go for the premiere of Rome 2, Total War. And in 2017, I was there on business for my day job. So, I'd get to see it twice. Appreciate it, Andrew.
Send them to Slaver's Gate.
RAKARTH will gain many squigs in your honor. Air, have you been to Australia? I have not. I've been to Austria. Not quite Australia. But a fellow country that starts with AUS. Yeah, I've not been to Australia. And my time in Austria was very limited, which is unfortunate because it was a very beautiful looking country. Are you going to the UK if CA invites you for a Warhammer 3 preview? Assuming travel opens again, like, I mean, we've already had the pandemic go through our house. We're all fine. I have antibodies for it, and I'm planning on getting vaccinated. And I'm kind of just waiting at the moment. I know the vaccine is open to people like me, but I feel like I'm at very low risk because I was already exposed to it and beat it. And so I'm kind of just letting folks get it who probably need it a little more than me, and then I'm going to be getting it soon. Yeah, I mean, it'd be great. It'd be great if we could do something like that. It'd be neat to get back to a CA event. They really put on fun events. Though, I mean, it probably saves them budget not having to do those events, but I'm assuming they, always typically do budget for stuff like that before they release a game. And like I said, I'm sure it saved them budget by not having to do it, but at the same time, like, I'm sure they like it in terms of,
Lord of the Wild Things.
It's fun. It's a lot of work for them to put on, but I'm sure they have fun with it the same way that, us creators have fun with it, and then hopefully you all enjoy it because you end up getting to see some footage and stuff from it. I think it's fun because then I get to go meet some of the other creators. I'll tell you who I'd like to get to see that I haven't seen in a long time, because they usually do a separate event in Europe and then one in the US. I'd love to be able to see Lionheart again. I haven't seen him since that event in 2012. That's the only time well, no, I saw him at an event. I take that back. I saw him at an event in, I think it was like 2016 or 17 when we met at AMD headquarters for an MSI event. So, been to Australia, it's definitely worth it. Yeah, I'd love to see it. It's just literally half a world away, so not real easy to get to. It's quite the commitment for me to get out there. Let's see, what do we want to do about this? This is the remnants of the army we just shellacked. And then Carl is up there. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna move up Steve Irwin.
Patrolling.
And I'm going to move up RAKARTH and attack these remnants. And let's just assess this situation. Wow, the auto-resolve would actually be extremely kind to us right here, and I think I'm going to take it. Alright, Killscribe, you ready for this? I'm going to take the auto-resolve. I'm going to quick save it just in case it cheats me out of a bunch of beasts. But with an auto-resolve being this friendly on a battle this big, just take it. Oh yeah, it was very nice to me. Alright, here you go, Killscribe. 3,348 more Reichlanders
My
added to
menagerie shall
the
feed well.
beast chow, the chow sack. What do we call it? Like, where do we put all these guys for the beast food?
More slaves for Karand Ka.
Sweet, they're all the way up to 33,134. They're getting wrecked, and we picked up a ton of slaves from that battle too.
Spreading terror.
The Siren of Red Ruin. Ooh, we get the Chill of Sontar as well. Fine additions.
Another enemy devoured.
Now, what was it that took us over the edge there? Like, did we lose some trade or something, maybe? I don't know what happened. We're in the negative, but it's not really a big concern because we're making a lot of money from battles.
Feast, my beasts.
Hey, I'll take my owl heart back, thank you.
Submit to me.
Appreciate you keeping it warm for me, Empire. Very, very thoughtful of you.
We are never broken.
I'm gonna actually do this. Stick them in an ambush right here. See if we can catch someone.
Their obedience is in question.
Did you say you got COVID or are you okay? No. So early, it was in August. Mrs. Air got COVID. And the only way we knew, though, was because she lost her smell. Otherwise, we wouldn't have had any idea because she didn't have any other symptoms. And the state of Arkansas, of course, was like, well, like, they didn't say it exactly like this. I'm kind of making fun of them a little bit. They're like, lock her in a room, stay away from her, and go get tested. And I was like, listen, at this point, I live in the house with her. I've been exposed to it because she has it. I'm not staying in a different room for my wife. You know, I'm going to take care of her. And they're like, well, go get tested. And I'm like, let's just assume I have it. And then whoever's doing the testing doesn't have to get exposed to me, right? And so I just stayed home for my 2 weeks and stayed away from everybody. I never had anything happen. But the reason why I know that she could spread it is because her sister had been staying here for a little while as well, and she ended up getting it afterwards too. So it was definitely spreadable, but I never ended up with it. And so anyway, it was just kind of one of those funny things, and like the state of Arkansas was calling me like every day, like, are you okay? You're okay. It's like, listen, if I get sick, I'll call my doctor. I'll be all right. Just like they were all over it. Like they wanted to get my number and send me text messages, and I'm like, listen, I'm okay. Like I'll take care of myself. Like I know this is very serious for some people, but I'm doing all right. You know, spend your energy on people who need it. It was kind of my thought there. You know, it's like they were like all over me, and it's like, appreciate the sentiment. You know, give that help to someone who needs it right now because I'm doing all right. So. But yeah, everybody's fine. I think Mrs. Air kind of has. Her smell and taste is still not quite right. It came back, but it's really off, and so like it's still weird for her to this date. So it's strange. It had that lasting impact on her that was very odd, and I guess that doesn't happen to many people. But you know, considering that there's a lot of people who obviously died from this, you know, we're absolutely not going to be complaining that you know some smell is off. Like, sure, it's frustrating, but obviously, a lot of people had issues with this, both economically and, you know, literally, you know, in terms of what it did to them physically. So, no complaints here, right? Everything, we're fine. We are fine. Holy crap. Roman, thank you. Enjoy some money. I appreciate it. That's extremely kind of you. What is that current? Is it Czech? Let me know where you're from, Roman. I'm curious what that currency I'm not familiar with, but thank you so much for your kindness. Thank you for being here tonight. You all help me thank Roman in the chat. Enjoy some money. Thank you, sir. You're too kind. Appreciate it. Let me know where you're from, how long you've been watching. Well, if you want to share that. If you don't, you can just tell me to cram it. I don't need to know where you're from. Maybe at least let me know how long you've been watching the video. It's great to have you here. Thank you. Thank you, Roman. Very much appreciate it. But yeah, anyway, that's the only reason why I haven't gotten vaccinated yet. I think it is available here in Arkansas, and I think Arkansas already has like 700,000 people with at least one vaccine, which is pretty great because I think our state's only about 3 million people. It's readily available, and like I said, I could get it, but there's still a lot of people trying to get it, and because I'm less worried about me right now, I'm trying to kind of like wait and make sure that, of course, all the older folks, and I think most of the older, because I live in a retirement community, I know most of the people here have already been vaccinated, which is great. But yeah, so anyway, just hoping that, but I'll go get mine when it's time, just to have it done.
The strong shall
Noximus says,
always
I have COVID as well as my brother. Well, hopefully you're healing up. It's, hopefully you're healing up and don't have it too bad. It's very different for everybody. Like, I mean, it didn't do anything to me. My wife lost her smell. My sister-in-law that is staying with us, she got, like, a flu for a week, basically. My boss's parents had it, and they got real sick for probably, like, almost 3 weeks. His dad even had pneumonia for a while. So it's, like, very different, obviously, from person to person. So hopefully you're getting better, though.
Victors, spoils of flesh.
Hat to a Kitten says, how would it be if you chose not to control the large army, and if you have different types of reinforcements, would you be able to choose which type of unit you need? I don't think so. I don't think you get to choose the units, but sometimes it actually does make sense to not control the large army. You can actually give the AI control of that army. Especially if you're just kind of wanting the AI to run interference while you control your single army better. It can actually be good sometimes to not, you know, to not do that. So, yeah, it can be good depending on what the situation is. Appius going in for the second shot tomorrow. That's awesome, man. That's good.
Beasts.
Some people heard that I hadn't had it yet, and they're like, what, are you scared of it? And I'm like, well, no. I mean, like, I understand, like, some people are probably worried because it got developed really quickly, and I'm not trying to bash those people. Personally, I'm not scared of it. I mean, I'm fine going to get it. And honestly, as someone was asking me about it, and I was like, well, no, it's definitely not that I'm scared of it. I was like, in fact, I mean, if they were basically giving me a vial of poison, I'd probably still be willing to go take it if it was what it took to get them to allow us to just be normal again. That's what I'm really looking forward to, is just the world to try and get to go back to a state of normalcy. And so, you know, if I have to go, like, have them shoot me up with something poisonous in order to get there, sure, let's go. Let's just get it over with. So, yeah, that's good, Appius. Awesome, man. Hopefully one step closer, right? One step closer. Let's see. Rami Gupta says, "Hey, Air, would you ever do this? This is Total War campaign in a Total War game. We could. That'd be pretty fun. I haven't done one, and we certainly could do one. Maybe we just need to find the right campaign for it. That's an interesting idea. I'll have to think about that one.
Another enemy devoured.
I'm trying to think of like what a good campaign would be for that particular, like a This Is Total War campaign.
The Beast Lord ascended.
Let's see. Probably this one. There we go.
The strong shall always dominate.
There we go. Do Katep and cry. Yeah, that would actually be pretty tough. Like, starting off right next to all the Druki and having to declare war on all of them. Yeah, that would be pretty hard. That would be an interesting question to find out. Like, I wonder what the hardest This Is Total War campaign that you can do.
Any demand I might make.
A double dog dirt dare you? And that is a pretty big dare there, Appius. You be careful with all the dog dirt we're throwing around here. That is a lot of dare. I need to go back up here and see if I ever saw a message from Roman. Let's see. I wish it would highlight chats from people who have super chatted previously. Yep, Roman says Czechia. I'm assuming that's is it Czech Republic? I guess the way I say it. So awesome. You know, funny coincidence probably, because it probably is kind of a coincidence. But apparently there were a lot of Czech settlers in Oklahoma, where I grew up, because we actually had like a whole Czech festival. I don't remember the month and all the things that would go on, but there was like this big Czech festival, and people would get together and, you know, like do all this traditional stuff. It was really neat. And then, also interesting story, one of my friends that works with me is married to a girl from the Czech Republic, and so I've gotten to talk to her about it. So that's kind of neat. That's pretty... I mean, it's probably not every day where I live that you're going to go meet someone who was born in the Czech Republic. So thank you. Appreciate it, Roman. Thanks for joining us all the way from Czech Republic. Let's see here. Military access. No. I don't want rats in my land. No rats, please. Andrew Moreland thinks Marathi. Marathi would be a very difficult This Is Total War campaign. She's kind of a challenging campaign, just period. Did we get lightning struck? No? What? How? Hang on. How can he attack one of my armies? Did they come siege the settlement? That has to be what happened, is they sieged the settlement, which left Steve Irwin trapped without reinforcements. I'm assuming. That has to be what happened here. Let's see whether we think this is winnable. Wouldn't be an easy fight, not by any means, because he's picked up a Luminarch. Like, his army is actually better than it was earlier when we auto-resolved him like 3... Look at this, though. I didn't even finish replenishing, and Carl is already back with a brand new army full of this stuff. C8, please. C8, please. Hey, Chase Floyd. Thanks for joining the WA. Being a new member of the WA, you get that sweet Carthage shield next to your name. You can use some of the awesome emojis we have. Chase, really appreciate you joining in and supporting the channel. Thank you very much, Chase. And then Tristan Blake, thanks for the 10. He says, howdy, Air. Long-time viewer, first-time donation. I've watched for years now, like 7 to 8. I'm only 23. Man, I love the way you run things on your channel. Howdy from East Texas. Man, I love East Texas, by the way, too. I almost ended up living down there. I was at a job interview in Tyler, Texas, many years ago, and almost ended up taking it. I was going to work for an oil company down there right out of college, so I really do like East Texas. It's very tempting to take that and move down there.
Evading.
I like the area. I guess it kind of reminds me of home in a lot of ways, except it's Texas and there's no state income tax, and I love that.
Scatter. Heal. Heal.
Oh, boy. This is problematic, people. This is very problematic. I don't even think this is winnable. I don't think this is winnable, and I don't really want to mess with it. This is more AI BS where I couldn't see any of their stuff, but all of a sudden they show up with 3 stacks that were just outside of your vision. I mean, just outside. Like, just right outside. Just barely, where you can't see it. I am not from Arkansas originally. I am from Oklahoma, but Arkansas is pretty close, so send it to Legend. I mean, you might be able to win it if you cheese the crap out of it, but when the AI cheeses me like that, I just turn around and cheese them back with the save scumming, and that's just eye for an eye. Yeah, I know Boris would take that as an insult, but hey, eye for an eye. Anyway, yeah, Tristan, I love East Texas. It's fun. Thank you for joining, and thanks for all the years of viewing. Very much appreciate it. Painfully Average Gamer Dad says he's from East Texas as well. That's awesome. Tristan says, I worked in Tyler for a while. I'm about an hour from there. Okay, yeah. I think the company I was going to work for was in... There's a town close there. It's like Jackson or Jacksonville or something like that. I don't remember the name of it. That's the town where the company was at.
Bow before RAKARTH, High Beastmaster, Tamer of Dragons.
Oh, really? He's stuck. Come on.
Black-hearted dreadlord.
He can't get out of the settlement.
Dominating.
No, he can get out of the settlement. Okay, alright, I know what we need to do. Alright, hold on. Just so typical. We mow down the AI, like mow them down mercilessly, And then before I can even replenish, they're back with 3 stacks. I mean, I want you all to remember that the whole reason we got into Islehart at all, and remember, we started on turn 106, okay? It's now turn 109. It was probably on like the second turn since I started, so Karl Franz coalesced in 2 turns and had a full stack of even better troops than he had the first time, and was already back, and we couldn't see him coming. But that also means he not only came back, let's assume that, for instance, he went back to Altdorf. So he probably coalesced in 1 turn and ended up in the only way that's even possible is that he coalesced in 2 turns, and they put him into a stack that was led by another general, and then he happened to be within movement range of where we were at. Again, I'm just saying, tell me that this all sounds like a coincidence. The AI is trying to cheat you. It's BS, and I freaking hate it. It doesn't make the game more fun. I do like that you get a lot of big battles when they cheat you this way. Obviously, this one didn't work out for us because of the positioning and the way this is, but that's okay. We'll just put RAKARTH right outside the settlement, and we'll leave both our armies outside the settlement. That way, they can't, just come at us one-off, and now we'll fight them, so this will be fine. I don't remember the name of the company that I was looking at down there. It says, born in Jacksonville, actually, not there now. Yeah. I don't remember the name of the company I interviewed with. It was a startup company. The man who was starting it was very young, and he was an engineer himself and had gone to work for a bigger company and gotten very wealthy and then turned around and started his own company. Would have been neat because it was kind of a startup with just like a hand-picked team of people he put together, but I just ended up rather being up here in the end. But yeah, it was a pretty neat deal. Let's see. No, you can't have military access. I think we discussed this earlier, Tretch. They might lightning strike. They might. But if it's a lightning strike, at least it's one-on-one, right? So I'm okay if they lightning strike me. Because then it's one-on-one. I just don't want them to get away with being able to hit me with one army and then me not get my reinforcements, right? I'd want to have my reinforcements. Alright, so now they're going to fight us. They have 2.5 armies, and then I've got probably 1.5 by the time you look at the replenishment.
We will make that.
Let's see what we can do. It would help us to get an agent and send him out and do some scouting. That's a good point, Senshi. That is a good point. Good point indeed. Alright, so Karl wants a piece of us. The biggest problem with their armies... Oh... This is gonna... Well, I was gonna say this would be a problem, but the army I start with is unfortunately the settlement garrison, which is terrible. Sit here and think about this, though, because... Yeah, I don't really like the way this is gonna be fought. This won't actually be all that good for me. I'm gonna basically be in rocket range of Karl very quickly while I'm trying to put all my troops together, and then all of his will be coming in at the same time. This is really gonna favor the AI a lot, like this circumstance. It's not good for us. I'm just gonna suicide these guys in over here.
By your command. Where's the cow? It is done.
There's the rocket range from Karl. The Luminarch and stuff like that too. Okay, so a lot of reinforcements over there. Do I get... Oh, see, they came in from like way the heck over here. This is really frustrating that they split me up that much. My people were actually right behind each other. This is the weird stuff you get here, like that my guys are split across the screen. I don't know, it's stupid. I hate this crap, to be honest. So these kind of battles are actually my least favorite in the game because they're extremely difficult to control. And they're just annoying. Like, they're just really annoying. They're not particularly entertaining. They're tedious. But if we win, whatever. We'll get a big hit on Karl, so I will take it. See, like, even just trying to get all my infantry put together is annoying here. I'm gonna have to go into slow motion real quick so I can just get these troops selected. Dragon. Ravagers, RAKARTH. How did our Stegodon get so beat up? Doesn't make any sense. It wasn't that beat up after the battle we fought in, was it? Ugh, we're already freaking under rocket attack. Yeah, this is terrible. Oh, it's so tedious. I want to fight this. So annoying. Sorry, I'm whiny. I just can't help it. Like, I hate these fights. It's just you having to go in slow motion because the AI can control everything on the screen at once, and you can't. And just the rocket bombardments, and I look at this. He's already just deleting my entire army with the Sunmaker. Freaking crap. And then I'm missing a dragon. Get all my dragons together. Alright, there. Got all my flyers. Let's head over here, see if we can silence the freaking Sunmaker. And then the rest of my troops are just going to get absolutely annihilated in the process. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to go pin these units up against the wall over here, if we can. It's going to be hard. I actually don't have like a full complement of troops over here. Swing this around. All right, yeah. This is just going to be annoying. There's 2 ways around it. All right, let's see what we can do. Is Carl flying out here like that he wants a piece of this? I don't think he does. Right, once my flyers get out of the way, I should be able to take control of the rest of this army. Freaking Sunmaker. Hate the Sunmaker with a fiery passion. Alright, let's get Drake Cleaver and pull a dragon around. And let's Word of Pain him. And let's see if we can get Carl off the battlefield real quick. Meanwhile, I'm going to freaking slay the Hammer of Witches and the Sunmaker. We're getting bum rushed by the rest of Carl's force over here, so this is actually not a good position I'm about to put myself in. This was actually a big mistake now. I'm not going to have enough to hold all this back. Oh, sucks. Alright, well, in other news, at least Carl is getting rather owned, but Drake Cleaver's taking a lot of damage too because of Galmaraz. Let's see. In here, own this stuff. Of course, we got guns bearing down on us over here. We're gonna basically lose Drake Cleaver in this fight, but we did manage to get Carl. Steam Tank has come up as well, which is actually rather fortuitous for me. We can delete the Emperor's Wrath with our shades here. And the rocket, though, managed to kill off several of my infantry units near immediately. Drake Cleaver is routed. That is less than stellar. Of course, somehow they managed to get crossbowmen and guns in range just to make this more difficult. Strike these guys. See if we can give them something to think about. Let's get these new units up. We got Demigryph Knights coming up on our flank. I need this Charybdis. Help hold the fight up there. Pull back a little, get our Doomfire Warlocks back over here. And where is Steve Irwin at? Hold on, Steve Irwin's missing. Did I get him killed? The heck did he go? No? No, that's not him. Oh, he's on the chariot. I forgot he's on the chariot. My bad. I pull him right over here. Alright, get back to this tedious business. Oh, we got cavalry inbound over here too, so we're gonna have to get up off of this fight and move along. Alright, the steam tank's gonna get wrecked. We've got some great swords coming up here. Hopefully we can wreck the steam tank sooner rather than later. I'm gonna send Drake Cleaver back here to the edge of the map because he is at risk of dying with just a little bit of miss micro on my part, and that is not what I want. We shattered the Sunmaker, that's good news. We still got to deal potentially with the Hammer of Witches. Now I need to deal with this scenario over here. We got Demigryph Knights headed at us through the woods. And these ones are breaking through my lines. They charged right into a bunch of spearmen and killed 50 of them and went right on through. Because we all know that that works. When you have a Demigryph Knight with halberds and the player is in control of them, all the time when you charge a spear unit, you just go right through, right? It works for you every time when you're the player. Okay, maybe no times? That's right. That's what I was thinking. It was something like every time or no times. It was one of the two. Sisters of Slaughter are gonna get slaughtered again. I'm gonna get over here and go take a dump on these handguns. A big one at that. Give them a little blade wind for their trouble. Get off my Medusa. Let's turn around here and see if we can shoot up these Demigryph Knights. Between my Master Druki and the Charybdis, we should be able to wreck these ones, but we're gonna have to bring the dragons in to help because there's another one coming down. Actually, stay in the air real quick. Hold on, stay in the air. Let's... These guys to skirmish. And... hit these. Come here, come on. I need you to Dragon Breath that. Come help clean these ones up. Alright. Crap, I don't have any magic. Another Demigryph Knight with halberds coming onto the battlefield, but they were about to lose our main line here too. We're going to get completely overrun by infantry. I just don't have enough infantry to hold back my enemies at the moment, which is really annoying and unfortunate. It's going to cause us massive losses. And the tediousness of these battles is just almost unbearable. I don't even enjoy it. See, like right over here, the AI can perfectly control their units. I cannot. So I took a whole bunch of losses while I was busy microing somewhere else. Even on slow motion, you know, took a bunch of losses. So this is the kind of stuff that, like, to me is just utterly infuriating. And then the way they split me coming into this battle, like, totally favored the AI too. It's like everything they can do to help the AI, they do it. Demigryph Knights with halberds shredded my Charybdis. They shredded my Medusa. Shredded my Spearmen. You'll see how it's going. This is just... I'm not doing this. Why am I wasting my time on stream doing something I don't want to do? People want to make fun of me, go ahead. This is horrible. I don't want to fight this. It's bullcrap. Karl Franz was dead 2 turns ago. It's BS. I'm going to cheat. So I'm going to go back, reload. I'm going to position my troops in such a way that they're not going to start on opposite sides of the map. And then I can fight and win this battle properly. Because this is just stupid. Me having to deal with starting on 2 sides of the map and them rolling over me in both places because they can control it all. Because all this stuff is really BS to begin with. There's no way your lord convalesces in 2 turns. My lords don't convalesce in 2 turns. It's always 4 to 5. So the lords don't convalesce in 2 turns, right? They just don't. Doesn't happen. And so they really, I need to not be salty. I'm going to try hard to not get salty, but man, it makes me salty. Like, makes me real salty. The other thing that frustrates me about this is that Karl Franz has already lost to us about 3 times. Boris has lost to us at least twice. Yelt has lost to us twice. The Empire has lost 33,000 troops. Killscribe has it documented. And those battles mean nothing because the AI can just come right back at you. Come right back at you. Come right, because they're just cheating. And that's fine. Like, I like having big battles, but I think what gets appropriate at this point, which I would love to see it modded into the game or added by CA, is The Empire should be suffering a massive leadership penalty versus me in every battle they fight me on right now. And it's because who has confidence in their leaders at that point, right? Who has confidence in their leaders? The Empire wouldn't have any confidence in their leaders because they're getting absolutely owned.
Bow before RAKARTH.
Yeah, they're getting absolutely owned. So there's no way that the Empire would have any confidence in its leaders, and it needs to be demonstrated in the way that the game portrays the situation. That's all I'm asking for, right? Is that you get something like that. Or better yet, if you defeat an enemy legendary lord multiple times within a short time frame, so let's say that they die 3 times within 20 turns, like Karl Franz has, they're just gone. They don't come back. So I'd be okay with that too. I feel like the battles are fun. I enjoy the battles for the most part, other than when they're in that situation. But sometimes it feels like the battle doesn't reward you properly. If by what that I mean by that, oh, they didn't attack me this time? What? Alright, great. Fantastic. Okay, they didn't attack me for some reason. I'll take it. I was willing to fight the battle, but I wanted it to be on less cheaty terms, but they're just not going to attack me this time. I doubt they would have legendary lords get killed permanently. Why? I mean, I don't think they should get killed permanently with one mistake. Again, I think it should be, if they die many times within a short period of time, that should be that. And I think this type of thing happened in past Total Wars, if I remember right. Like, a general would get wounded. If it happened once, they would kind of like convalesce. But if it happened again, they were gone. Was that Attila? Can anybody remind me where that happened, by the way? I think it was Attila. Maybe? Am I the only one who plays on normal? Yeah, normal battle difficulty is honestly my favorite because there's no cheating and it's better balanced. But I'm playing on hard difficulty right now because we have a whole lot of monsters. But the downside to hard and very hard is, of course, like when we get in a fight like that where we're already kind of overmatched. It doesn't even matter if you weren't overmatched. The AI would have an advantage. Hey, what's going on, Stefano? Welcome. Anyway, I'll be less salty. We've replenished at least now. Where are those Empire stacks even coming from? Like, I don't even understand where they're coming from. Coming from Karlberg? Not over here. Where'd they go that time? Like, maybe they were up at Uberstreet?
We can't lose. Fangs and talons. No rest for the
Maybe it was
wild.
Uberstreet is where they're at. I don't... Let's see, Balthasar was there at one point. He's here. I guess he may have been able to force march over here to get involved in that battle.
Sooner or later, bloodlust overcomes.
This may have been one of the reinforcements. I can't remember.
The Beast Lord ascended.
Trying to figure out where all these guys even came from
Savage them beasts.
whenever we got attacked. And why they went somewhere else on this particular
They
turn in.
face doom. My beasts shall prevail. Mine. All mine.
I've probably put myself at some risk to run into the exact same thing here now.
Bow.
Can we move out of the
before
settlement?
RAKARTH. Submit to me.
I'm gonna make sure we stay out of the settlement, that way they can't trap my army in the settlement. Okay, there we go.
You fought well,
Speaking
my
of,
beasts.
I've got the Chilla
Lord
Sontar
of the wild things.
and the Siren of Red Ruin, and it would be great to have it in one of these armies. So what I have is obviously not that good.
Does not fail. RAKARTH is supreme.
Kind of want the Chilla Sontar and RAKARTH's army. These Ravagers of RAKARTH are a pretty crap
Another
unit.
enemy devoured.
Let's throw
We are never
the Chilla
broken.
Sontar in here. Let's go over to this army and ditch these
To the
two
victors,
crossbow cavalry.
Spoils of flesh.
And let's snag Blades of the Blood Queen and the Siren of Red Ruin. And yeah.
My name shall echo.
That'll work. These people did not come out and face me. The plan moving forward, we're gonna go get some squigs. I'm just trying to get the Empire to shut up a little, so... And then I need to wreck the rest of these Bretonnians, and we can probably pick up our first squigs here from Massive Orcal, so I'm kind of just trying to clean up the mess that surrounds me mostly right now, I would say. Why don't you sack and then occupy? I do sometimes, whenever I feel like it's gonna be worth the negative, like the penalties and stuff.
Bring a stampede.
But yeah, it is good to do that sometimes. I have finished replenishing, and we want to get this thing in range. There's an Empire army sitting out here too, so Rickard. We're probably going to get attacked by Balthasar,
Not possible.
Rickard, and this guy, and then maybe there's probably another Empire army somewhere that we can't see. We know how that works.
Black-hearted dreadlord. I admire your darkness.
Right, and let's get in here and improve our Black Arc up to the enormous Black Arc, and then I'd like to see if we can build the building that improves our bombardments and starts making them more powerful. Let's see here. Beast Tamer that much. We're not fighting any High Elves. Sadistic. Shadow. Ambush success chance. We're already doing just fine, I think. I think I'm just going to improve RAKARTH. We did the hard to hit. Having a good charge bonus is never bad either. Our melee attack is pretty solid, so I'll wait to improve the melee attack.
They will surely turn upon
Peace out with Empire? Maybe, if they were to offer it on terms that I'd be okay with temporarily, just so I could go kill Bretonnia and get some squigs. But I would end up killing them eventually. I mean, I'm not going to let them survive. Though it's possible that Chaos would do the work for us, because they are now on the map.
They know I am superior.
So... Now we got so many skill points to hand out here. Did Quartermaster. Let's do Lightning Strike. Actually, I'm not too worried about I do want Lightning Strike. Then I'll probably do Elven Healing. Great to be able to replenish your armies as quick as you can because of what you all just saw happen, where the AI just gets an entire army in like 1 or 2 turns.
I smell treachery.
So it's always good to have, at least in my opinion, to have all that extra replenishment. Some people may disagree, but I think it's worthwhile. We are hunting all the beasts now. Yeah, I think that would be the good objective for this campaign. I agree, Appius. Just try and obtain all the different beasts that we can obtain. And right now, he says it's Operation Squig. I agree. I feel peace might be a good option. Let them deal with chaos. Yeah, possibly. And they may ask for it with chaos on their doorstep. I don't think they'll ask for it, though, until we tilt the balance bar a little farther against them. Like, it's almost 50-50 now. I think if we can tilt it a little farther, then they'll come begging for peace. But right now, when they're running around with this kind of crap, they're not going to beg for peace. Yeah, what did I say? They had another army somewhere, and they did. See, it was Volkmar. See? I knew it. Too good to be true. And because they had their armies on all sides of me, it'll probably put me in a position where my reinforcements are coming from an idiotic direction. Some part of me is thinking about having the AI just take control of my second army on these, because it's too difficult for me to control. I just worry they're going to get a bunch of my units killed. But if you kind of let the AI take control and you just follow close behind them, you can usually save them, right, from their own stupidity. So you can sometimes pull it off that way. Reinforcements are actually quite good for us at the moment. Theirs are good for them, mine are good for me, so, you know, I'll take it. Let's just start the battle, because I'm going to have to reposition all this crap anyway. Start battle. Oh, they started right in front of me. And they have a rocket battery, of course. I don't think they're in range, though. Go back. Are they going to push me? They should definitely wait on the reinforcements. They should definitely wait on the reinforcements. Oh, they're just going to come pushing straight at me. Get back, because I think you're in rocket range. gonna have quite the flying goon squad put together here. Alright, let me slow it down just a minute to get my troops set up. Is there a quick select for like all infantry? In old games you could just push Control I and it would pick all infantry. Does such a thing still exist in Warhammer? If so, I cannot figure out what it is. Actually, let's get it back here. They're not taking the bait and shooting their artillery at my dragons for the moment. Getting real tired. Great to hear it again. And it's Control M. M is missiles, it looks like. And that's helpful. Don't get me wrong, I need the missiles too. But it looks like M is missiles. C is still cavalry. Well, now I picked infantry. What the heck? I've pushed Control I 1,000,000 times in this game, and it didn't work. Okay, alright. Well, it picks dragons as cavalry as well, too, apparently. And these monsters. Whatever. Still helpful. That is so odd. So odd. Go ahead and back off here because they're coming into huntsman range there. I'm gonna give them a little blade wind for their trouble. Alright, back up just a little. Stay out of huntsman range. Alright, that blade wind's going right where I want it to. Right back into their blob of infantry. Come on, go right. Go right. How is that not causing any damage? Didn't do any damage to the Demigrift Knights. Okay, alright, sure. Must be nice. Must be nice. That was like a 0 damage blade wind. I don't know if I've ever seen such a thing, but must be nice. The rocket's shooting at. They're just inside of my range here. Okay, so they've picked up on my shades over here on the flank. This is not what I want. I'll Soul Blight them, and let's get Group 2 to just try and melt them as quick as we can melt them. I'm gonna go ahead and get my infantry group, hard group them. Actually, with my monsters. Yeah, hard group them and then run an attack order like a... I'm gonna run an AI attack order on the enemy here. Alright, they're Demigriffs, of course, just going all in goon stupid on my missiles. So I'm gonna go get them. Tit plate. They somehow managed to kill a Shade with dual weapon near instantly. Love the AI suicide charges. I mean, it really is great. Plus, this exposes all my Shades to their rockets. Shoot at that.
Very well. Indeed, if you wish. Hey!
Okay, I gave you all an AI attack order, and then they totally dropped it, so that makes a lot of sense. Alright, the Demigrift Knights are dead. For the most part, there's just one unit left. But they did manage to cause tremendous damage to my Shades between the rocket volleys and everything else happening. Very convenient. Spread out, because the rockets are killing us.
Moving. Dominate.
Let's move up here, start shooting stuff in the back.
RAKARTH.
I'm gonna go draw some attention back here by landing these guys, see if we can get some pressure off of us. The artillery is absolutely hammering me right now. Alright, group 2 can move up and start putting pressure on the enemy flank. I don't know what y'all are doing, following some order over here. And somehow my dragons ended up in the wrong group. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna go land my smaller units on this rocket and then see if we can lob them up for some breath attacks and stuff. Alright, how is this Empire line not broken over here? Getting crushed by Charybdis, Chilisantar, dinosaurs. I even had Sisters of Slaughter in the line, and look, all my units are dead and theirs are fine. Love it. Absolutely love it. Balthasar is gonna fight the Siren of Red Ruin. Okay. Sounds good to me. Right, of course, these Demigryph Knights came back from routing right next to the red line, because why wouldn't they? Alright, we gotta kill the rocket battery. I'm gonna kill these noble sons abroad. Balthasar should be dying a terrible death right now. But we all know he won't. Look at this. Multiple bombardments, multiple monsters, all of my infantry broken. Seems realistic. Lost their attack order on these Demigryph Knights, but whatever. Alright, let's keep the bombardments going. Should be multiple breath attacks on the way here. And more incoming. No, I want you to do the breath attack. Holy crap, just pick the right dragon. I cannot get this thing to click. Here comes the breath attacks. I'm gonna actually keep my sorceress up in the air. Come on, breath attack. I never saw it go off. There it goes. Alright. And let's get some attacks. Keep the sorceress up here to support with some more blade wind. 23 seconds till I can get another one. Let's keep mopping up. Enemy Balthasar is winning a melee against the Medusa. That is as stupid as it is unbelievable. And the Empire has somehow survived this melee over here too. Again, makes sense if you don't think about it. There we go. 1 second. Volkmar, of course, ran off. Okay, just focus over here. I'm gonna drop a big old blade wind bomb all over this in just a second. Keep wiping out all these huntsmen. Alright, Balthasar is now also fighting an elite infantry unit. I'm sure he'll win that too. Because we all know how good Balthasar is in melee. Alright, here we go. And wipe that out. Let's see what we can do next. Big nasty blade wind right there. Decent number of kills. I just, like, I'm absolutely blown away that they don't have more problems with terror routes with this many dragons, and we're just talking about state troops here. Okay, let's get back on the shades here. Let's just start firing into this blob. Mopping it up. Balthasar's still winning this fight over here. We're gonna lose a whole bunch of units over here too. Now I'm just gonna start indiscriminately dumping Shades Fire into that. Volkmar is going to be so hard to kill because he's surrounded by chaff. We were winning, and now we're actually just straight up starting to lose. Balthasar got away alive from all that, by the way, too. Managed to rout, was it the Siren of Red Ruin? I don't even know where it's at, so he probably straight up killed it. Like, is it laying on the ground? No, I don't know where it went. Siren of Red Ruin, I don't know what happened. Anyway, apparently Balthasar is a melee boss.
Sorceress of Grun!
This will be the third Blade Wind. Probably still won't be enough to clean all this out, because they just won't rout with Balthasar around. Or with Volkmar around, I should say. We're gonna end up losing this too. Why do I suck so bad? Is it just my night? I feel like I'm just absolutely terrible tonight.
The merciless host.
Can't do anything right. Yeah, look at the power bar just like slipping against us.
Shades. Druki.
They just completely went against us. What the heck? Ryan, tell about Blessing of Blood and Salt Air. Yeah, I mean, apparently I need it. Realize I was that bad at this game. Guess I am. Take all the blessings I can get right now, apparently. Air is just suddenly bad at Warhammer. I think that's my problem, though, is I keep trying to win these melee fights in, like, kind of a standard manner. And I need to stop fighting that way, because it's not balanced to fight that way. Plus, their troops are just better than mine. Like, I don't have good infantry right now. I feel like I'm forgetting that I should be creating a blob, mowing it down with shades, and then moving on to the next blob. And, like, I feel like I'm splitting up and getting my forces killed piecemeal in engagements where I should know... Like, I expect quick terror routes because that's the kind of thing that makes sense. But the AI is not going to quick terror route in these, right? They just won't. Like, they should, but they won't because you've increased the battle difficulty and they have higher leadership, and they're just not going to. So I think that that's kind of what I expected, was that, hey, I'll get these guys in this fight. As soon as I hit them with a big spell and some breath attacks, they'll just terror route, but they didn't. They just stood there and kept fighting, and then all my guys died. Oh, no, we're not changing the battle difficulty again. It's just me being bad. It's just me being bad. How did Balthasar at Gelt win in melee? Now, that is a good question. That just shows you the level of cheat that goes into the AI, though, in these situations. The fact that Balthasar could sit there and win a melee against a Medusa and Blades of the Blood Queen? Yeah. Sure. Practice makes progress. Well, I hope so. I'm just terrible tonight, so you'll have to try and ignore my terribleness. That's the only Total War community that advocates for a lower difficulty. Now, we don't need a lower difficulty. I need to suck less. That battle was my fault. I shouldn't have split up my troops like that. The way you win these things, if you do create a blob like that with your dragons, you gotta have your troops right there, like your shades, to mow them down right then and there. Now see, here they went and attacked somewhere else. Wish they wouldn't do this. I kind of wanted to fight that same battle again and show you all how to win it the right way, but apparently not, because now they just ran off and got behind my lines. Alright, let's go kill them up again. I think Emmerich is jealous of all the dragons you got. He probably is. He probably is.
I should burn your
The Empire's
nauseating
pumped. Yeah, they're definitely
field
stacked
forest.
right now. The Empire gets like this in campaigns. I'm not really surprised. Non-aggression pact? I'm not paying you that much money for a non-aggression pact. Kill more Empire, and then we'll talk. Kill some more Empire troops, then we'll talk.
I only deal barter in warpstone or slaves.
I was gonna make a deal with you, deal barter and warpstone, and you're not even paying attention. I was gonna see if you'd join me against these Empire stacks here. Now, I should be able to lightning strike Ricard here, and then move against Carl. So, let's do that. Let's take RAKARTH. Let's lightning strike this guy. Hey, Painfully Average Gamer Dad, thanks for the 15. He says, thank you for all the years of fantastic content. Well, thank you for all the years of fantastic being you and supporting me here. So thank you so much. It's great to have you here. Appreciate the 15. Can you all in the chat help me thank our Painfully Average Gamer Dad? Like I said, that is a name that I can identify with, especially tonight when you all are seeing how painfully average I am at the game, apparently. Let's lightning strike here. Get this done the right way. Get this done the right way. I'm gonna go use my single entities to go create a blob, mow it down with shades, and we'll just go from there. That's how we're gonna play this. So, start the battle. We got some Reichsguard on both flanks. First, what we want to do is kind of keep our infantry back at a safe distance. We're gonna lead with Chill of Sontar, Ribdus, Carno, Steggy Boy. Put a couple of dragons down this flank to deal with the Reichsguard. Yeah, like this. Actually put the dragons in that group there, so I'm gonna play this one smarter. We got Knights of the Blazing Sun and Reichsguard. Okay, so they got a lot of cavalry. Worried that overshots from the rockets are going to hit my shades. I'll put it up a little closer, I guess. I'd rather my infantry get hit by the rockets than my shades at this point. Alright, this should work out a lot better. Thank you, Gamer Dad. Appreciate all you're doing. Thank you. Let's start the battle. Let's move it up. Move it on up. Close the distance.
Oh, baby.
Play this a little smarter, hopefully. Comes the rocket slaughter. Look at that, a quarter of my dread spear gone in one hit. Fantastic. How did they know that's what I wanted? How do they know me so well?
I will go. Supreme power. Whatever it takes. Glorious bloodshed.
Mop up some of their cavalry early. Let's get an attack order going there. Let these guys blob up a little more. They're not really taking the bait full on like I want. Why don't you run away from me? You stay and take your beating. Is there a reason why you didn't use your breath attack when I told you to? Alright, come help chain route this. And now let's use our shades to KO the rockets. And RAKARTH, let's just get out of this fight. It's not worth our while anymore. Actually, come back, see if we can pin him into that Blade Wind. Ah, the Blade Wind didn't do what we wanted. Never mind, ignore it. Alright, better. We're playing a little better now. Like that I've actually played a battle in Warhammer before, so I'll take it. Get down again and kill these Knights of the Blazing Sun. The cavalry already came back from routing, of course. Stuff, good stuff. There we go. That's the terror route we've been waiting on. Alright. Alright, let's reposition the shades. We're probably causing ourselves a lot of damage. There we go. Alright, see, there you go. Not that hard. I'm actually going to go mop up a bunch of these fleeing units.
Battle ready. Understood.
Turn our shades back on fire at will.
Master Druki, ready to rule.
Sisters of Slaughter. Let's chase some more of these down. I want to kill a bunch of these routing units.
Shades, by Cain. Beasts, obey me.
That way, if we kill these routing units, they won't be able to come and fight us 2 turns later. Not to mention Killscribe probably appreciates this. I mean, if we're going to come in and gain this victory, let's max it out. Red Spear's got them. Our shades are pretty quick, and they're catching up with these great swords. And an attack order there. Trying to kill this Huntsman general, but he's going to be kind of slippery and hard to kill. Let's see if we can get these Sisters of Slaughter over here. They would put a beating on him if they could catch up to him. Come on, get in here. Get him. Alright, well, at least we killed a bunch of this stuff over here. I think this is good. This is good. We killed a considerable number of those who were fleeing. And I'm not going to actually kill their general, come to think of it. I'll probably just horribly wound him and then leave him alive, because then otherwise they'll just get a whole new general. So let's leave him below 1,000 hit points. We're trying really hard to get him off the battlefield safe. He's gotten whooped up on pretty hard. That'll be good. Alright, let's go ahead and end the battle. There we go. There we go. There's how you kind of go win a battle. We got rid of most of their stuff. They got away with some units, but we made them pay a pretty dreadful price. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Killscribe, did I make the kills confusing for you by all this reloading and stuff? Probably so. Thank you everybody for being here tonight. We've got 160 wonderful people here. Thank you so much. Sorry I've had to do some reloading, but you'll notice that I actually have managed to somewhat keep my salt levels in check at some of this. You know? Doing what I can.
As always. Bow for RAKARTH.
Doing what I can here. Some more harpies. We have so many harpies. We could literally throw an entire stack of harpies at our enemies at this point. Alright, Carl is an Isleheart. Let's just encircle him.
Fail me
Liam! Thank you so much, Liam, for the 20. Holy cow, it's extremely kind and generous. Thank you so much. He says, been watching you since your first Rome 2 Carthage campaign. Always love watching your vids. Yeah, that Carthage campaign was a lot of fun. Rome 2 was a bit of a mess when it first released, but I mean, I still enjoyed it. It was good times. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited, Liam, for like Rome Total War Remastered coming out.
I smell.
It'll give me a chance to, in a newer and improved format, go back to an old game that my channel started on and enjoy some time with it. And, you know, like the Shogun 2 campaign, I've kind of been doing the same thing there. And so I feel like it's a fun way for me to, you know, embrace some of the stuff that the channel was built on. But of course, we still get to play some Warhammer and all that other stuff. I mean, Warhammer is my favorite Total War at this point. Like, there's no doubt about it. Definitely my favorite Total War. And Warhammer 3 will, I'm sure, probably easily take that crown. Comes in. But yeah, thank you, Liam. Appreciate all the years of viewership. Definitely appreciate it. Very kind. Look at this. Yeah, Jurgen's just going to try and go straight past it. He'll probably go for Fort Hamburger. Or the other ones. But we're going to get Karl right here.
No mercy. Devour them.
We'll get to destroy him in an auto-resolve. Killed off a unit of Shades with great swords. That's annoying, but I think we can re-recruit them off of our Black Arc. I could be wrong, though.
Ready to ravage.
I definitely want some Shades.
We are never broken.
Yep. Go ahead and grab those Shades. So we killed Karl again.
No.
Killed him again. Let's see here. Yeah, definitely appreciate it, Liam. You're fantastic. Thank you. Let's see. Chats here.
Not possible.
Son's house. Let's do some extra growth.
To the victors.
Probably pointless to do anything to Isleheart, but we're making the money here regardless, so
Dragon Master.
making the money here regardless. Karth. Devastating charge. Never hurts.
A monstrous triumph.
Totally not. Alfarius says, didn't know about Total War when Rome 2 came out. Was that bad? You know, it's kind of a niche game. It was a pretty big game by then, but it is also kind of a niche game. So that's honestly understandable that people may not have heard of it by that point. I think it's pretty understandable. Don Shield, thanks for the 5. He says, keep up the great work, Air. Love seeing the content you make. If you want, I can show you how to play some Ark. You can save scum out of that. Hey, if a game's got save scumming, I'll be in good shape. You know? The game has save scumming. 5 more turns? That is so annoying. Whatever. I'm just going to wait him out. I don't have any reason to go after him. Thank you, Don Shield. Hope things are going good. Hope things are going good. Very much appreciate it.
No.
Let's see. Dragon of Doom says, Air, when are there any live streams? Or he says, whenever you do live streams, I will watch. Well, thank you, Dragon of Doom. It's good to have you here tonight. Saves coming is a noble pursuit. Well, apparently for me it is. Noble, less than noble, whatever it is. You know, I'm all for it. Scribe has us updated at 38,106 kills, and Air has probably saved scum an equivalent number of times. Folks, look at that. Did you see that? Jurgen's army, Karl Franz. Did you see that? We just killed him. On that turn end. We just killed him on that turn end. And he came back immediately and was placed into this army to go attack Fort Hamburger here. Franz probably beat Vlad. That's the only explainable way that I can come up with this, but that would have mean he literally would have had to have 0 convalescence time. Because he died on my turn, right? And then it rolled to his turn. It hadn't even been 1 turn, right? Because I killed him on my turn, and then he was available immediately. Is that what Vlad's thing does? Carl's a vampire count. He's killed Vlad. What is Vlad's ability? Remind me what it is. I know it makes it to where you can come back quick, but even if Vlad's thing is 1 turn, I don't really think that works, does it? Because that wasn't a whole turn. Like, his 1 turn would be from Empire turn end to Empire turn end. Wouldn't it? Help me understand this one. I can't remember what Vlad's ability is. It reduces wound turns, I think. AI gets a normal reduction in legendary wound time or something. It might just overlap. Yeah, something would have to be overlapping at this point. No, the army he has makes sense. This was that army that was there with the Huntsman General. He didn't cheat on the army. The army was already there with the Huntsman General. It was Jurgen or whatever that was leading it. Franz, though, had just died. I ended my turn, it rolled over to Empire, and he was back and in this army making the attack. -4 turns, and it would refresh at the start of any of his turns. Yeah, that's so weird. I guess that's what happened. That's the only way this could possibly be explained.
The thrill of
Have at it, Carl.
waits.
Your life won't last long. Here's Volkmar, of course. Ugh. We're gonna have to have like a whole nother stack to have any chance of beating these guys, because we're gonna have 2 stacks to double up on them, and a 3rd stack to sit back and protect what we've captured. That's gonna be the only way we make any progress here. I know he's unkillable, because any legendary lord in the game is unkillable.
Have you any unusual?
But it's just the convalescence thing. The Vlad thing. Doesn't the Vlad thing also say though that it has to be a minimum of 1? Is that true? Like, I want to say I've read that on his. Like, it takes it down like a certain number of turns, but it has to be a minimum of 1. Maybe not. I can't remember.
Tremble before RAKARTH.
Yeah, he attacked us and then went through to get behind our lines over here. What an absolute rat turd.
The strong shall prevail.
What an absolute rat turd. Well, he can't replenish, and if he attacks Coron, I mean, I've got decent defenses.
Not likely.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that you're here is not likely. I tend to agree. Which difficulty? It's just on the battle difficulty is only on hard. The campaign difficulty is on very hard.
A legend.
I'm assuming the AI gets some kind of cheat for convalescence.
Beasts.
Because they always come back really fast. Like, I say I'm assuming that because it seems like that from when I've played in the past. Maybe I'm just being salty towards them, I don't know. It's very possible in and of itself.
Torment.
But, I feel like that somehow the Vlad thing might be stacking with a buff or something that they already get, like as just a natural cheat for the difficulty level.
Tamer of dragons.
And then if the 2 stack, maybe that's how they're pulling it off.
Beast Lord Ascendant.
Gummit, I want to finish this
Fangs and
recruitment,
talons.
but I can't sit still for 2 turns. We're just gonna have to throw the Bolt Fiends in here for now.
The world
And I'm going to ignore Carl for the moment,
The wild things.
and I'm just gonna work on
Before RAKARTH.
taking away more from the Empire.
Blood and suffering.
I feel like if I just keep letting them come to these same 2 settlements, they'll never run out of money.
Doom.
Prospects,
There
let's
shall
circle.
be torment.
I'm gonna pull up Steve Irwin, and by leaving Isleheart, that might lure Carl back as it is.
We roam.
Savage them beasts. My beasts shall prevail.
Hey, more kills for the Kill Scribe.
Another day, another throne. Eradicate them. All of them.
I'm just gonna loot it and occupy because I can. Just because we can.
Another enemy devoured.
All shall behold my
Okay.
greatness.
RAKARTH again levels up. Let's get him some Foe Seeker.
A dutiful
And let's
servant
get in here
sure.
with... Word of Cain would probably be good. The Empire has a lot of missiles.
I tame the
And
untamable.
Drake.
My
Hang on, this is
creatures smell
Fate
uncertainty
Shield.
in this one.
Maker. Alright, so he's maxed out on that. Let's get him some extra plate armor. Alright.
Kill!
Gotta level up over here on our Fire Sorceress. Fireball. 4 more turns till they run out of supplies. It's gonna be a long siege over there, which is kind of annoying. I could use that army to help shut down Carl, but I think Carl's gonna get worn out attacking settlements and he can't replenish. He's gonna get caught back here in a less than stellar situation for himself. Brung Zent's about to rebel, have more vampire problems. Oh well. The vampires don't bother me right now as much as Carl does. I think we just need to occupy Altdorf and keep hurting the Empire. Keep taking away territory from them. Should probably go give my Norscan allies an attack order again. We need to get some squigs tonight too. I said I would get squigs. We have got to take care of that squig situation. I think we can get squigs by just raiding in a greenskin territory. Ah, Carl's back trying to raid. That's funny. Are we gonna double the Empire kills? Boy, we're working on it. We're working on it. The Empire has taken some pretty grievous losses. They're up at 40,577 losses.
Draw your blades. We fight.
If there was any point to that, vampires, I mean, let me know. Otherwise, sure, whatever.
Critters, submit.
Fortunately, Altdorf's gonna have a garrison. It's not a very good one at the moment, though, so
Beast command.
let's move in and take Altdorf off of him. I want to keep the pressure on
Tyrant.
the Empire. Like, I don't want them to have a moment's relief from losing territory and armies. If they put an army behind me, I'm gonna ignore them, and we're gonna continue on with business.
Wrath of the Beast Lord. Too strong.
I thought we were attacking them
Flee.
in their settlement. Apparently not. Alright, well, let's just fight them here. I could lightning strike these guys and really screw them up.
Show neither mercy or restraint. Send them to Slaver's Gate.
Alright, we replenished our losses. Push back that other force.
High Beastmaster. Beware the
Up
stampede.
here.
There shall
And take
be
Altdorf off of them.
My
More kills
name
for the
shall
kill scribe.
echo through the ages. Let
And
them know fear.
just
Keeping
loot and
beasts is
occupy
not
Altdorf.
For Karan Ka.
Can't build defenses yet.
Dominating.
Ah, the Empire has an orc problem. We need to be more friendly with these particular orcs.
You caught me in a non-murdering mood.
You got me in a non-murdering mood. I like these guys. Alright, we already have a military alliance. Excellent. These are some allies that I can get along with right here. And the good thing is if Cracktooth takes Grunberg, we can raid his land to get squigs. And then, although I won't have done it in a very exciting way, I will have accomplished one of our missions here, which is to pick up some new critters. So, I'll take it however it comes about.
Born to command.
The Woundmaker. RAKARTH needs some help. He's not feeling too dangerous in our melees. Alright. Let's see here. They know I am superior. I love that confidence from Drake Cleaver. Drake Cleaver he doesn't have a lot of hit points. He's a little squishy in return, but he does put out a savage beating on any target that counts as large. Give him that.
This wretch does not respect RAKARTH.
Dark Pegasus. Okay.
Rookie Lord.
Speaking of, I haven't checked equipment in a long time. Nothing better for him there. Or whoa, 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 whoa. Steve Irwin, we'll put that biting blade. That's a lot of extra piercing. Missile resistance and melee defense is better than the obsidian lodestone, I think. Come from trade, faction wide. Let's see. Let's go over here. Go casting items. Not much else we can do with her. Or hand weapons. Spell shield. Spell shield's not that great. Probably just rather have this for now. Whip of Misery, huh? I like that. Ooh, a Potion of Toughness. Let's put that on Drake Cleaver. Here we go. Should have put this, I'm gonna put that on Drake Cleaver actually too. Sorry, Steve. Whip of Misery out over here. Alright. A little bit of arranging there. And another one here. I think if we raid some greenskin territory that we can get the squigs. I'd hate to do that to our allies, but you know, it's RAKARTH, we're dark elves. Don't we just do that kind of thing? And then, do greenskins really mind raiding? I mean, they like a good fight, don't they? I think they're down with it.
Welcome. Now bow.
I can't see them having a real big problem with it. I'm not paying you. Earn your own money, you filthy rat. Carl just ran off towards Bretonian territory, I believe. Could he be going to attack the greenskins, maybe? Ooh, it's got the updated kill count. 43,144 losses for the Empire. Let's see if we can push them over 50. Have we ever had a faction reach 50,000 kills in a single campaign, Killscribe?
Bow before RAKARTH.
I don't know if such a thing's occurred before. Ooh, Clan Vulcan's screwing them over down here too.
Cain favors me.
I think we can reach here all in a single turn.
To the prey.
Be close, but
Healed, beasts of Druki.
oh, come on.
Witness my strength.
We have the movement points. I can see it.
Tear them apart.
Look, it's touching the city. Don't give me this crap.
Savage them beasts.
What a bunch of horse crap.
Time for a
I think these ones are going to be taking, they're about to start taking attrition. What a bunch of horse crap. Well, I gotta build something here for the time being. If it's gonna be a proper Druki settlement, it's to have a slave pen. Alright, build some defenses at Isleheart. Harrowburg's gonna be upset. Marienburg's getting upset from all the vampiric corruption, so we're gonna have to clean out the vampires here soon too. But at least we've put a big old dent in the Empire at the moment.
Tyrant of Nagaroth. Such slaughter
Put a
awaits.
big dent in the Empire. What do we got? A construction slot here. Which one is the one that improves the bombardments? Yeah, this stuff here. Army ability, Kane's Flail replaces Kane's Lash, Soul Torrent replaces Soul Rain, so we need quite a bit of growth. Was there one of the buildings that increases growth? Yeah, Black Art growth +5. I should have built this a long time ago. When you build these earlier on, it ends up being better because you get it for way more turns. It says high score and kill list overall I've recorded in your campaigns goes to Reichland and the Grom campaign with a whopping 40,000 AP. Okay, so we have a new record for the Reichland. They've broken their own record at losing the most men to me in a campaign. That's impressive. That is impressive.
The magic of bronze.
Alright, we got another black dragon. I keep hoping for some hydras and good stuff there, but they are just not giving it to us. It is not happening. Alright.
Tame the untamable.
Jade, Dark Sorceress. See. Scouting, because we need some more weapon drops. We can take Uber Shriek. We'll have most of this province. It looks like the Greenies may get Grunberg, though that looks like a fairly tough fight for them over there. I don't really want them to have Grunberg. I would rather take it, but we'll see what happens. We're taking a good chunk out of the Empire, nonetheless. What I'm really shocked at is I'm seeing Kislev territories. Like, Chaos has invaded, and I'm seeing Kislev territory up here. Like, it seems like Kislev usually just gets erased whenever Chaos invades. I wonder where Karl's gone to. Now they might start begging me for peace. What? Really?
Death and
Haha, they lost. That's funny. I didn't think the auto-resolve would give me that, so I'll gladly take it. I certainly wasn't going to fight it. It looked annoying. Yeah, I'm just really shocked that Kislev's still alive. The Empire's always the best. Yeah, apparently. I'll tell you what, man. I'm glad they don't have that gun mod. It's already a pain in the butt to deal with them with all their other stuff shooting at you.
Of the beast lord. My beasts shall prevail.
What the? Huh? A Waystalker? A Thane? An Empire? Is this a special building that you can put there, if I remember right now? Isn't that the special building? Waystalker, Thane, 2 Empire captains? And a Witch Hunter? And a Bright Wizard? What? I don't... Is this the one where that special building's at? Is that what it does? I can't remember.
Mine. All mine.
Alright, we picked up a Crown of Command
Born
off of
to
that.
command.
Reichland is now up to 43,991. It's the Uber Streak 5. Vermintide Heroes. That's what it looked like. The Red Moon Inn. Okay, that's what I was thinking is the Vermintide reference. Okay. I remember there being a special building, but I was like, I was like, huh? Is that? Then I had to remember. That's cool, though. That's neat. I'm glad they put it in there.
Beast Commander.
Add to the kill list. Oh, look. They did survive the greenskins. Now, I'm going to be a little bit careful here. I'm going to scoot up.
Beastmaster.
I don't...
Never.
Unless they have an army at Kemperbad.
Yield, beasts of Druki.
What's their garrison look like here? It's a decent garrison.
Sigmar forbids this.
Let's just go into an ambush stance. Probably get spoiled, but we'll see what we do.
A dutiful servant. To be
Could be
sure.
risky. I may regret it. Founded feared. Okay, we're starting to get enough money to put together another stack as well.
Nature's cruelty. Lord of Fear.
Let's bring the Black Ark up here as far as we can. Try and make sure we're in support range. Yep, we're in support range of both of our armies.
A vile
Into the Dread expansion, and let's build this to start getting faster Black Ark growth.
They know I am superior.
Alright, Drake Cleaver is going to pick up another experience points, give him Devastating Charge. RAKARTH picks up another one. Give him another wound maker, so he's up to 713 damage, which is pretty darn good.
The end comes.
See, my master over here picks up another one with training. Well, he's not training very well because we don't have a single chevron in any of these units. Alright, they should be starting to take attrition here any moment. Is that Nagaron taking control? Yeah, it sure is. High elves are in trouble.
Calm yourself, dear Brackets. This one means.
Looks like the disorder tide is taking over here. The hedonism tide. Do any of you know if Rome Remastered multiplayer can have more than 2 players? I mean, in the old Rome Total War, you could have battles bigger than 2 players. I want to say you could have up to 8 players in a single battle. Included FFA battles. I would assume all that stuff's coming through because the game was just being remastered, not necessarily changed. But yeah, I think Rome Remastered, you're going to be able to have more than 2 players in multiplayer. Now, a lot of people ask about multiplayer campaign. I don't remember what they said about that. I don't think they added multiplayer campaign, but could be wrong. Like I said, I don't keep up with those things the best.
Welcome. Now bow.
I don't know why I would bow, but no. Alright, these are now taking attrition, so that's good. Carl is raiding. He can sit there and raid all he wants. I've rebuilt my fort, and he can replenish while raiding. Okay, that's why he's doing it. Whatever. Go ahead and raid, Carl. Raid your life away.
Dominating.
Meanwhile, RAKARTH is going to be cutting a swath through your territory.
We accept.
Kill them. Beasts, kill.
Alright, we're going to kill old Boris here.
Show them nature's cruelty.
I mean, they got rockets and stuff like that, but so just a couple guns. Let's just go ahead and fight this.
Satisfy your bloodlust, minions.
Hey, when I'm done, apparently Appius is going to be streaming. You all can check out the link in the description if you want to go join his stream tonight. Man, Vermintide is fun. I need to play some Vermintide. Go level up and try and be the elf lady as the shade skin. That'd be kind of fun. Oh, I miss having a gun. Like, I would really enjoy a version of Vermintide that's like a lot more gunplay focused because that'd be very fun. I mean, it's good the way it is. Definitely not trying to trash it, but you know, just saying that would be entertaining. These flyers up here. I'm gonna keep the Blades of the Blood Queen back in reserve. My spears absorb a little bit of fire here. Okay. We're gonna get our reinforcements over there as well.
Eager. Volcane. Whiteley.
Alright, I'm just gonna head up here and start getting a little damage done. Let me get my
Following orders. Master Druki. Without question.
flyers together here. Alright. Spears. Back in reserve. Alright. This unit in reserve as well. Alright, so I think the Sorceress is flying, Great Cleaver's flying, RAKARTH is flying, that dragon's obviously flying, and so is this one, so that's my new flying group. The dragon's back over here. I'm gonna breath attack these guns. Alright, let's hit plate. Breath attack those guns.
Ready.
And let's breath attack these guns.
Sorceress.
Alright, let's get up here and silence these guns.
Kill everything.
And then let's use that opportunity. I don't want to bring my shades within range of their artillery yet. I want to focus on just killing off a bunch of their units on the walls, and then I'm going to go back here and kill Boris and try and get their artillery. Alright, there we go. That should tear out most everything on the walls that can shoot, at least. Or not. Actually, quite a few units still up here on the walls. Let's dive bomb them one more time. Holy crap, man. Their rockets can reach my spearmen over here, apparently. Ooh, you know what? I see a big gaping hole in the enemy battle plan over here. I'm gonna move over here and take advantage of that. And now that we've got all those guys busy too, I think I'm gonna take...
Beastmaster!
Let's take Steve Irwin and go break the gate. Okay, let's get back up in the air here.
To murder. Aria! Europe! Rootkin!
That was a pretty good blade win there. Got some fairly obscene damage done. Can't wait till we upgrade these abilities from the Black Arc. They get pretty brutal. Oh look, they just managed to get a single unit of spearmen over here to help defend that. Not convenient for them. Let's go back here and get rid of the artillery. We've damaged up these walls and gave some cover to Steve Irwin, who's now bashing the gates in. So let's move these troops up and get ready to break through the walls. Oof, going for my sisters of slaughter, of course. I love how Boris immediately got like a huge chunk of damage off my... Two huge chunks of damage off my Dark Sorceress. Okay, let's see. So Boris is dead. Yeah, they've only got the Noble Sons Abroad and a few other units back here, so I'm gonna punish them back here real quick.
No mercy! Red Spear!
Okay, the gates are open over here. Let's take the monster squad in. My shades cleared off the walls pretty well. Speaking of monster squad, I think that's probably the end of their artillery. Just kind of keep crushing them back here. Should be getting a lot of terror routes on these units. Like, the fact that this crossbowman hasn't terror routed is actually pretty insane. Let's get in the air. They've got some units coming. Let's just go help clean this up over here because we've gotten rid of their artillery. Get in the air. Get in the air.
Moving forward.
In the air.
What? Darkness comes.
Get in the air. You stupid dragon. Lap those wings.
Now.
Thank you.
Destruction awaits.
Alright, let's come over here and
Their end comes.
savage all these units.
Eager for blood.
Wage war!
Alright. And get some units through the gates here. Kill that unit. Happened to my monster goon squad here.
Sorceress of Grond.
Alright. I don't know how they haven't chain routed yet. And whether to be impressed or annoyed. Hey, Lord Poppenquee? Lord Poppenquee, I guess it says, as much as I hate Dark Elves, thank you for posting these streams. Well, sorry you hate Druki, but we won't always be playing Druki. We won't always be playing Druki on the streams. I'm just trying to kind of put this I don't know what this campaign would be considered finished. I'm just kind of streaming it for the time being. So yeah. I guess we'll just decide it's finished. Whatever we decide to call finished. We can kind of just make it up. Think whatever we want it to be. Again, the fact that there isn't a complete and total chain route at this point is starting to insult me.
Moving forward.
Definitely starting to insult me. And what little intelligence that I have.
My power is yours.
Alright, maybe that blade wind will kick it over the top. Nope.
Swift. On to
Alright, come back here, dragons.
Roast them down.
We're gonna convince them that a chain route is probably a necessary decision.
Sorceress of Grond.
Come here, my beautiful dragons.
Primed for combat. Behold me.
Alright. They still haven't chain routed.
Kill them.
Still haven't chain routed. That'll do.
Come, melee.
That'll do. Alright. There we go. I have 900 hours in Shogun 2 on Steam. Yeah, I think I've probably got like 1,000 or 1,100. And between the two Warhammer games, I think I'm probably close to 2,500. It's a lot. It's a lot. But then again, I run a YouTube channel, and so it probably makes sense that I have a lot of time on the games that I record for the channel. Know how to recruit Malekith? We would have to confederate Malekith. And if he were getting beaten up quite a bit, he'd probably be pretty willing to confederate, but at this point, I think he controls a pretty sizable chunks of Nagaron and Ulthuan, so
Spoils of
Malekith
flesh.
is probably not going to want to have anything to do with me in terms of confederating, I wouldn't think.
Fill the loot sacks. To the slaughter.
Alright, the loot and occupy action.
My name shall
And we now
echo
control
through
all
the
of the Reichland, and surely this has to start to put a big gaping hole in the Empire at some point. The Dagger of Hotek. Oh, that might be a good one for Steve Irwin, because he doesn't have a weapon yet. Let's see. Sorceress. trinkets. The ring on her. Let's do missile resistance. Okay.
High
Alright.
Beastmaster.
Brunberg under our control. Wait a minute, what does this do? Casualty replenishment, Dark Riders do. Let's just keep it. It's doing basically the same job as the little farm thing that we normally build. Alright. So,
I will not.
they're gonna take massive attrition on this turn. Good, good. Start building a few defenses. Build everything we can, in fact.
Witness my strength, Brachus.
Blackheart growth plus 10, so we're gonna spend that. Yeah, see, that's gonna get us growing much, much faster. I should have done that a long time ago, so my mistake with the Black Arc. I should have done that a very long time ago.
They bow
Right,
only to
Drake
Rakar.
Cleaver. Start adding some of the stuff. There we go. Alright, the Empire has got to be hurting. They've got to be feeling it. Now, I know they confederated Balthasar, so they still have plenty of holdings there, and they probably have Talabic land. And they've taken some damage up north, but not an enormous amount.
Slaughter the sheep.
You won't like me
Hey, what
when
up?
I'm angry. Oh, I'm not stupid.
Well, that's debatable, actually. Very debatable,
Your
in
will.
fact. Norden is still the target for them.
I'm listening.
Are you
Let's
listening
talk
good, though?
terms.
Like, are you really
And with
listening?
any disagreements there be, they can run. I'd usually negotiate with my sword, but today you are lucky.
I think they're just a defense. Wait. They're a military ally. So why can't... Oh, they don't have a declared war with the Empire. How annoying. How annoying. Yeah, they don't have a declared war with the Empire. Okay. Well, I'm gonna try something
Submit to me. Seeking fresh
a little bit risky for me to walk away from Steve Irwin and leave him alone like this, but I did promise something about squigs, so I'm gonna go see if we can gain some squigs. Okay.
High Beastmaster.
You fought well, my beasts.
I'm gonna go see if we can pick up a squig.
They will surely turn upon me.
Savant Bear. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Warner, hope you have a good night. Thank you for joining in. Thanks for being one of our moderators, you too, Appius. I will be done streaming here shortly, but I do want to try and get us a squig. I lied so many times about the zoo that I'd like to make myself not into a liar regarding the squigs. Military alliance. No, just I'm alright. If I need you, I'll talk to you later. Alright, Reichland is hurt bad now because the power bar has flipped massively. So Reichland is hurt very badly. Because I haven't increased the number of armies that I have to sway that.
Bend you to my will, as I.
Alright, join the war against Kislev. I will not. You go fight the war against Kislev. Tell me how it goes. Alright.
Tremble before Rakar.
I know these are my friends, but, you know, I'm a dark elf. Is what it is.
Beasts, rampage.
Do a little raiding, take a few greenskin slaves.
Critters submit.
Just kind of see what turns up.
Fangs and talons. Feed, minions. The end comes. Time for a mauling. Take all you can carry. I tame the untamable. Moving the flock.
Let's go sack those guys. Okay. Let us see if we come up with any squigs.
The strong shall always dominate.
Let's see if we come up with any squigs. Hey, thanks, Betrayal. Appreciate you subscribing.
We are never broken. Such slaughter.
Ooh, we can build this one up again. Uh-oh. Here it goes. It's spamming off now. Either that or people are actually subscribing. If you're one of these people subscribing, let me know if you're actually here right now, or is this thing just spamming off? It does that sometimes. Ooh, extra black art growth. Yeah, we'll do that too.
This wretch does not respect RAKARTH.
I think it's just spamming off stuff. Call the squigs. I'm trying to, Senshi. Thanks for the 5, man. Oh, the prophet. Senshi, I just, you know, the Discord wouldn't be the same without Senshi Bat. He's a prophet that speaks words to us. Sometimes we don't understand all of his words, but they are deep words. Words that we definitely need to be learning from. I will call the squigs, Senshi. I'm working on it right now. Calling those squigs for you. Calling the squigs for you. How's the gambling tonight? Who's winning the most salt pennies? I've seen quite a bit of it going on out there. Oof. Alright, so Carl's gonna attack Fort Hamburger again. I'm not messing with that. He can lose a bunch of troops. Alright, he's gonna occupy it. Alright, well, since he occupied it, he's gonna be stuck there, and we're going to get him, so that was probably not a wise decision for him. After we get some squigs, I'll swing RAKARTH over there. Marienburg and the Wastelands. What is this? Some vampire rebels? Yeah. Alright. We captured a Hydra by raiding in a mountain climate. Okay, it doesn't work against the Greenskins, but hey, we picked up a Hydra.
A legend among beasts.
I think we have to take one of their settlements or raid in like Badland territory to get the squigs, but we did manage to get a Hydra. I can't attack them though because they're my friends.
Faster,
They're helping me against the Empire.
Prepare the
So I didn't get us any squigs, but the War of the Squig will continue. We will obtain squigs.
Flesh from bone. We claim this place.
We have at least made some progress, despite the fact that I tried my hardest to lose any progress that I had previously made. It may have seemed that way for some of you whenever I was having to do all the save scumming. And no doubt I'll probably get some comments from people talking about how bad I am at the game. And, you know, to be fair, it's probably a well-deserved comment based on the way I was playing earlier. Probably well-deserved based on my play earlier. Yeah. It is what it is. Alright, Grunberg, Altdorf can be improved. I'm gonna keep the Empire up out. See, they're trying to recruit an army down here. I think I may actually go siege them just to keep them from being able to recruit troops. Well, if you're so tough, come out here and fight me.
Tear flesh from bone. Swarm them.
If you're so tough, come out here and fight me. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for now. Our Dreadlord has leveled up again. It's Raider.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Okay, yeah, now I'll see we're getting 43 growth points per turn, which means that we will be getting 2 population surplus every turn. And now we should really see income from post-battle loot. Oh my goodness, yeah, this slave hold would be great as well. Yeah, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. Alright.
Beasts.
Well, next episode will be probably Thursday. So keep an eye out for that. Yeah, Thursday will probably be the next episode. We'll stream this again. And we, on Thursday, will attempt the Beast Slayer. Ooh, this is a really great ability right there. We want that. We will go for the squigs. What we'll have to do, probably, is just dispatch, like, an army with a Black Ark, and maybe sail down here and go pick up some holdings from the Greenskins, because otherwise it's going to take us way too long to chop through all this stuff. But knowing that we can raid mountain regions and pick up Hydras, that was pretty slick. So that's pretty nice that we picked up a Hydra like that. In fact, I'm going to drop that Hydra
Command the beasts.
over here in this army. I'm going to kick some of these useless harpies and
Speak to me.
grab a Hydra. Yeah, we'll recruit that, and let's kick this other harpy unit and let's grab this black dragon.
A monstrous.
There we go. Start making this army a little stronger for the inevitable when we end up in a fight. So anyway, I think we're going to leave it here for now. And I hope you all enjoyed it tonight. I enjoyed having you here. Thank you so much. I hope to see you on Thursday, where we will continue the RAKARTH campaign. I'm kind of curious. Like I said, we can kind of make our own objectives, but we hold enough territory for the short campaign victory. We have to have 4 of any of the following, though. Settlements by direct ownership or through vassals and military allies. Which we do, so that's fine. Destroy Coron, yep, all that's good. Continue to expand territory, ready for the arrival of Archaon the Everchosen. Ensure that Archaon is in a wounded state. So basically, a short campaign victory just requires us to wait for the arrival of Archaon and hurt him. Which he's in, it says it's sure he's in a wounded state. He is, according to this at the moment. I don't think the full Chaos invasion has come. So I don't know, we'll see. But I really do think it would be fun to get all of the different monsters. We have gotten dragons, we've gotten Charybdis, we've gotten Hydra, we've gotten a Carnosaur, we've gotten a Mammoth, we have gotten a Bloodwrack Medusa, and a Feral Stegodon. We have, I don't know if we've got any Manticore. So this unit can be replenished by raiding regions with high levels of Chaos Corruption or special events, okay? We have not gotten the explosive squigs, and as a reminder, it says by occupying, sacking, or razing greenskin settlements, defeating armies in the underway, or via special events. Okay, yeah, well, our best chance for this then is to probably just head to greenskin territory and get some explosive squigs. So I think that's going to be our best bet. So we've gotten most all of the monsters at this point. So I think RAKARTH is nearly completed, but we do need those squigs, so we'll do that. Anyway, Heir of Carthage signing out. I will see you all on Thursday. Thanks a lot.